We start in Apache Junction, where a police officer is in critical condition after being shot by a suspect this morning. It happened right in the middle of an intersection of Radiance Avenue and Davis Drive, just north of Highway 24 in Ironwood.
12 News journalist Sean Rice joins us live with where that shooting took place. And Sean, what have you learned?
Yeah, Tram and Troy, good afternoon to you both. By all accounts, this was an extremely dangerous situation that all played out just after 9:30 a.m. this morning on the south end of Apache Junction. This is in a community called Radiance. This is a relatively new community with many of the homes here still in the process of being built. This officer-involved shooting played out here behind me in this intersection where you can still see detectives investigating exactly what happened. Apache Junction police say a single officer was involved in a shootout in the middle of this intersection with a suspect. Both the officer and that suspect were injured and are both being treated for life-threatening injuries. Now, according to Apache Junction police, a man in his 30s who was driving this white Tesla as seen from above by Sky 12 was brandishing a gun out of his window. It was about a mile north of where this shooting took place at the intersection of Ironwood and Ray Avenue. When an officer initiated a traffic stop, police say the man got out of his Tesla, began to run on foot towards this new residential community. I'm told the officer gave the suspect multiple commands to drop his gun and surrender. Those were commands that were ignored by the suspect. The officers then tried to use less than lethal force, but I'm told that did not gain his compliance. At that point, police say an exchange of gunfire ensued.
He brandished his firearms and fired at police officers. They returned fire, striking him, as well as one of our officers was struck by his gunfire towards us. That officer was transported to the hospital in life-threatening conditions, and the subject that shot at the officers was also transported for his injuries.
That suspect, of course, immediately taken into custody. He is said to be undergoing surgery at a hospital in the valley in an attempt to save his life. The Apache Junction police officer, I'm told, has been with the department for 3 years. At this time, we do not know the names of the officer or the suspect involved. I'm told that is information we should not expect to receive until tomorrow. From the read I got from the latest briefing from Apache Junction police, it sounds as though the officer is in much better condition than the suspect. As I mentioned, that suspect is in surgery right now at a Valley hospital. When I asked if the officer is in surgery as well, I'm told that's information that is unknown at this time. But as one Apache Junction police officer told me this afternoon, quote, the officer is not out of the woods yet. So there is still some significant concern anytime a police officer here in the Valley is struck by gunfire. Going on here behind me is an investigation by Mesa Police. They are the agency that will step in and investigate an officer-involved shooting involving AJ Police in accordance with the East Valley Emergency Response Team. So they're the ones who will make determinations here on exactly how this all played out. Right now, we are waiting on more information from Apache Junction Police on the condition of the officer, as well as whether or not that suspect will survive. So be sure to stay with 12 News as you receive that information. We're live in Apache Junction. Sean Rice, 12 News.
All right, Sean.